I have the Kotion Each Pro Gaming headset here to review. It's a G9600, and I'm going to tell you about them, about the specs, what they can and can't do, the quality, the style. I'm going to show you them closer up and tell you about the cord and the way it connects, and then I'm going to give you a mic test, a mic sample. Is a headset with built-in microphone, and then I'm going to tell you the price and if I recommend it or not near the end. They use 40mm speakers or drivers, which are full range and aims to give the best possible quality sound at an affordable price. Because bear in mind, this isn't a super expensive headset, yet it is a nice quality headset. And being a headset, not just headphones, it does have a built-in microphone that has an arm that can be lowered and raised. So if you're not using it, you can have it raised up to the side, or you can lower it like it is at the moment to speak. And it does have a 2-meter cable that is braided, and that is actually quite good, because most of these headphones I've had, headsets and headphones, they have not had braided cables. They might have had cables that are not meant to tangle easily, but they haven't actually been braided, and these are actually braided. They claim it's made of high quality ABS material and stainless steel parts to ensure an extended service life. Now, the UV paint surface treatment makes it good looking and scratch proof. So what that means is that where it looks metal, it's stainless steel, so it's not just a painted coat, a painted coat layer. Because sometimes when you get things look metallic or silver, there's just a paint effect to mimic that, and that can scratch off easily. This is actually stainless steel bits where the silver is, and it uses a layer of UV paint to get this really nice kind of camouflage military look that is scratch proof. So they're not going to get scratched easily. So that nice camouflage look, it looks horrible and it looks tacky. It's going to actually stay looking pretty much the same as the day you got it for a long time. As long as you don't break them, they won't sort of get all the paint scratched up and scraped off like you can with some products. So I think that's really nice touch, the UV paint surface, instead of just the typical coating a lot of headphones have. I think that is really good idea. The microphone arm does have a 270-degree rotation. It is suitable for various uses: PlayStation 4, tablets, mobile phones, PCs, Mac, Xboxes, Xbox One, laptops, all sorts. Now, how does it connect? Well, these things tend to either use a regular headphone jack, a 3.5mm headphone jack, or they use USB. Now, the trouble is with using USB is if you're trying to use it on something like a smartphone or tablet or some consoles, it won't necessarily be compatible. This uses 3.5mm, and if you want the lights on the ear cups, it does have blue lights. If you want the lights, then you can use the USB as well to power it. But the trouble is with 3.5 sometimes is some things like smartphones have one 3.5mm port on them, which you just plug in and it works, makes your microphone and your headphones work. But then you occasionally get some devices such as Windows PCs or Linux PCs that have a 3.5mm port for your microphone input. Then you have a separate 3.5mm audio bit for output or sound to your earphones. So when you have one with just one, how do you make it both work? Well, you need to get an adapter, a 3.5 to two 3.5 ends, a microphone and a headphone end. I'll show you that in a minute. Well, a lot of these headphones that are more a budget price do not come with an adapter, so that means buying one if you don't already own one. This actually comes with one in the box. Here it is. You have the one end, and it has a hole there, and you plug in the cable from the headphones cable into here. Then you plug the pink end into the pink bit on your computer and the green bit into the green bit on your computer. One is for sound microphone and one is for sound to your headphones. And they're not expensive, but if you don't have one, it's handy that these do actually come with one. Plus, if you already have one, a spare is always useful. Now, a lot of these products have this just shoved in the box. Well, this has in a nice packet of its own inside the box. Plus, the cable I've noticed when I've tried it out as well is braided. It's not the same color as the actual cable, but it is actually braided. So even this little adapter has a braided cable. It does have inline volume control on the box, on the cable, and I'll show you that closer up in a minute. Now, to give you some basic specs quickly, the drivers, and when you're talking about drivers in headphones or headsets, or they are not anything different or weird if you don't know what that means. It's just another way of saying speakers. So when you're talking about drivers in headphones, it is the speakers in the ear cups. Each speaker is 40 millimeters, and that is good. For gaming, I don't think you particularly want 30 or less. I think you want 40 or 50. 50, now it depends upon the quality of the speakers, but in general, 50 is a bit better because you get a little bit more bass in things like the explosions. But the average gaming headset, I would say, is usually 40, and 40 is fine. Its sensitivity is 105 decibels plus or minus 3 decibels at 1 kilohertz. Its frequency range is 15 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Its mic sensitivity is minus 38 decibels plus or minus 3 decibels. Its mic impedance is 2.2. And its LED working voltage for LEDs in the ear cups is 5 volt DC 5 volt plus 5%. The cable length is about 2 meter cable. The weight of the headphones are 330 grams. It comes with the headphones itself, a user manual, just basically a leaflet, a warranty card, and then of course the adapter, also known as a splitter cable. Here's the cable. It's an interesting color. I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's not even, it's kind of black and it's kind of color I don't even know how to describe, almost like gold but a bit more muddy than that. I'm not quite sure how to describe the color of the cable. Then you have a stereo 3.5 millimeter audio end and a USB end. You don't have to even use the USB end, that's just to power the lights on the ear cup. So if you want them to light up, you can use the USB cable. If you don't, you can just use this one, but you do have to use this one. And then this one goes, if you want to use a splitter, that is included. You put this end into the hole on the splitter, then the other two ends into your computer or whatever it might be. This is the inline control for volume. It's quite simple, nothing to really have to memorize. It's a wheel, and that is for turning the volume up and down quickly. And then there's a slider for microphone on and off. That's just to mute the microphone or unmute it quickly when you need to, which is quite handy. Here are the headphones. They are really nice for budget headphones. These are perhaps the nicest looking budget headphones I've had. And I have reviewed a lot of headphones ranging from a decent price, like, I don't know, 50 quid. In fact, I think I might have reviewed a pair that cost even more, down right to about £10. And this one here is a class as budget, but it's really nice. It's very lightweight, but the kind of rubbery texture kind of has a rubbery texture. That army green is very rubbery feeling. It's scratch proof and it looks just so stylish and nice. These are my favorite gaming headphones for style. They are very soft as well. I love the texture, and it is a nice army color. And this microphone can slide up out of the way because I don't tend to use it. And if you're like me, you can just slide up like that. It's not detachable though. And you have the logo and name there. These are LEDs that light up, and I'll show you in a minute. They are adjustable like that. And there's your stainless steel there. They are kind of a yellowy muddy colour inside, and the padding is soft and squishy. They do have markings inside R and L, so you know which ear is which, and the side with the cable and the headphones is the left side. The cable is not detachable, however. I'm not sure how well that shows up on camera, especially since my kind of brightness settings on my camera is set to auto, so hopefully it shows up well. There it is. That is it with the USB plugged in and showing the lights shining. Hopefully it looks like it does in real life. I won't be able to see till I edit the video. But it basically, there is 4 blue LEDs here, 4 blue LEDs there that light up. And then on the other ear cup, there is 4. So there is 8 altogether on each side. So yeah, there you go. 8 LEDs on each ear cup. Both sides have them. Really, really, really quite nice. I think perhaps green or something might have looked a bit more suiting for the theme, but still it's nice to have it if you want it. What do I think of them? These are not the most expensive earphones in the world. They cost less than £25 in the UK. They are £22.99, so about £23. If they're available in the US, I'll put the US dollar price as a text overlay on the screen as well. This is just a basic test of the built-in microphone on the Kotion H G9600 gaming headset. So they're not the most expensive, yet they are, out of all the budget headphones, gaming headsets, out of all the budget gaming headsets I reviewed, and I have reviewed quite a few, and people like myself or my brother, things like that, have owned others I haven't even reviewed. This is my favourite budget pair because it's at least equal in sound quality to some of the others I've reviewed, and better than a lot. But it looks the nicest. It has that beautiful camouflage, green camouflage design that is using UV scratchless paint, so it won't get all marked up and ugly looking easily, and it feels nice rubber texture. And it's a nice addition as well of having a splitter cable included, even in a packet of its own in the box, and that is good. So many don't. Plus, if you want to and you don't have to, you can plug in the USB and get the light effect, and not all have lights. The only thing I wish is perhaps the audio cable itself was detachable and used 3.5mm into the headphone. So if something happens to this cable, you can't do anything about it. So it'd be nice if the cable was detachable, so you could replace the cable itself. However, I should note that most are not detachable at this price range. I have had 1 or 2 headphones, budget headphones, where you could replace the cable, but most are not detachable like this. Same with the microphone. I've had some detachable microphones on budget headphones, but most are done in the style of this, which are, you know, movable, but you can't take them off. They are lightweight and comfortable, and they are probably, I think I'm pretty safe in saying, at least, especially in design, but also overall, these are my favourite at this kind of price. At a budget price, these are my favourite, currently my favourite gaming headset. It is the G9600, the G9600 gaming headphones by EasySMX and Kotion each, and I do recommend them. A link will be in the description. Please like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you could do me a favour, if you are watching this as a review on the Amazon product page, please hit the yes button next to was this review helpful to you or not. That will help me out a lot as well. Thanks for watching.